is this, Renee? Where did it come from?
There was a huge crater where I found it. I think maybe space. I know you're scared, but you're with me now, and I'm gonna keep you safe.
Ooh, there's a mixture of emotions there. After a chance encounter in the desert, a teenager forms an unlikely bond with an alien, challenging everything she knows about good and evil.
Well, that's the plot behind this new sci-fi adventure film called XENO, starring Lulu Wilson and Omari Hardwick. They join us in studio this morning. Good morning, guys. Welcome.
Good morning. Thank you.
It is our pleasure. This film mixes sci-fi adventure with themes of good and evil. I want to ask you both, what drew both of you to this script?
I mean, it's a great question. I had always wanted to work on a sci-fi project. I've always been really into aliens, and well, I'm just curious. I'm a horror girl, so I do a lot of scary stuff, but I've never been able to dive into the world of outer space and aliens. So that was really exciting for me, and also, I mean, of course, the Jim Henson Company.
There you go.
Just hearing that made me so excited to do this.
How about you, Omari?
I piggyback enough of Lulu's sentiments, but I was raised on E.T. Come on, ladies.
Yeah,
Enough said.
Come on.
It looks like a lot of special effects in the movie. What can people kind of expect and be surprised by?
Well, I think to me the most surprising thing is that it's not just an alien movie. It's also a really heartfelt story. It's really emotional about being an outcast and finding connection in a place that you wouldn't expect to. But also
family dysfunction.
Yeah.
Oh, is there?
Absolutely.
It goes places.
I think people can relate.
You want to tell us something, Jamie?
I grew up in a very dysfunctional household, so I'll
You might connect. Yeah.
Yeah, Lulu's character, Renee, is pretty special, and I think that I know that my character really sees her, and there's a. Speaking of sci-fi, there is a I See You avatar. Shout outs to James Cameron, if you will.
Nice, yeah.
And I think he's afraid of losing leverage. And right now, in the beginnings of the movie, when he meets her, he feels like she has all the power.
Oh, interesting.
Because she has the secret. And she has this alien. So I'm trying to get her, or the alien, or the secret. One of the three.
A lot of themes going on here. I love that. Things that people can really, that resonate with a lot of people. What do you guys hope families, especially kids, take away from watching this film?
I think the power of being an outcast, the power of lingering on the outside and doing your own thing, being a lone wolf. I think it's a powerful thing. It's not being a loser. It's taking power and being yourself.
I like that.
Yeah.
I love being a nerd.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
No,
How about
nothing
you,
at all.
Omari?
I think the same thing. I think I don't think Lulu Wilson or Omari Hardwick make it from the small confines of what raised us into big old Hollywood. If we didn't mind sitting at the table with all, again, to her point, the outcasts and the pariahs and people wondering why we chose left when we could have gone right, but right was the right, or left was the left. We kind of figured out the middle, and I think most outcasts do figure out the middle, and we kind of walk our own path, blaze our own trail, and totally for social media. We need all of these kids to know, yo, this bullying, this cyberbullying, and all of that stuff, it needs to find I think a sideline. It's become too much the epicenter of what teenagers are dealing with, and this movie allows you to feel kind of cool about not being cool.
I like that.
Or not being called cool.
And I think there is such an emphasis, like you said, with social media these days, it's almost like the thing kids lead with now, which is disappointing.
It's a filter. They lead with a filter instead of who they are.
Yeah. So Lulu, you talked about you did horror films. You've taken on a lot of different roles.
Yeah.
What made you really connect to this character?
I think Renee and I are very similar people. I found a lot of myself in the character. I growing up in school and stuff, I always find myself kind of doing my own thing and finding love and connection with things that people deemed a little bit weird or just not so cool. So yeah, I think I found a lot of myself in her. And she's also a badass.
Yeah,
she's cool. She's cool in her own way, and she's tough, and she will fight for what she loves.
Very tough.
Very tough.
Well, I can't wait to watch it. I've seen that clip right there. I'm already sucked in, and now meeting the two of you. And
You'll be there with us.
Yeah, I think I'm along for the ride. For
Jamie
sure.
will be there with us. Premiere night.
Well, thank you both so much for being here.
Thank you.
XENO is being released in theaters next Friday, September 19th.